So, what's stopping you from starting a business? What's stopping you from getting all your assignments done? What's stopping you from becoming a Gymshark athlete? So, what is stopping you? Resistance. Resistance, described by Steven Pressfield, is a radiation of a negative force that stops us from starting and progressing onto something greater. So imagine you have a blank screen right in front of you when you're about to start doing some work. That blank screen is going to radiate some negative force, and you'll start having some sabotaging thoughts and start making excuses. I can do this tomorrow, I have so much time left until it's due. Or maybe you're about to exercise and you start to think, I've worked hard enough, I deserve a rest day. There's always that voice that keeps coming in your head with excuses and self-doubting thoughts. Who am I to tell you this? I'm not good enough. Those are the exact thoughts that came in my head before I thought of this video. Because I'm only a 19-year-old, almost turning 20, and why would anyone listen to me? But that's okay because I'm just trying to talk about what's in my mind and the ideas that are in my head. So what actually is resistance? You can't see resistance, you can't hear it or touch it. Resistance never takes a break. It's basically like a bully that keeps trying to stop you from doing work.
Hands now. I'm still touching my glasses, you monkey. I'm saving.
Everyone who has a body experiences resistance. This means that it's normal to have resistance and everyone feels it. Even the best of us have self-doubting thoughts or some type of force that slows us down. Okay, now let's talk about the different times we experience resistance. The beginning. Whenever we start something new, I think everyone gets these thoughts. Am I even ready to do this? I need more time. So we end up delaying the start because we've created excuses in our heads. What we need to do is start before we're ready. And when we start something, when we're not ready, we gain courage. And then we actually start doing it with no excuses. I'm not saying you shouldn't plan, but sometimes when you plan too much, it can be harmful and that can act as a resistance. And it can actually slow you down. I actually love planning before I do anything, but I follow some simple rules and I've realized that helps me get more work done. I'll either make my planning session super quick or limit myself with the number of resources I look at. The middle is a difficult phase when I'm doing anything. It's the longest part and there are many opportunities for resistance to come in. One of the things I love using when I experience resistance is momentum. I remember when I used to use the Pomodoro method when I was revising or studying, the short study period didn't let me get into the work deeply. So I ended up increasing my study sessions to longer durations and less breaks. That allowed me to get into the flow state and I was able to bring momentum into that. So I was studying better and I was experiencing less resistance. And obviously resistance will come in at some point, but you gotta remember, keep working, and keep working. The enemy is inside you, but it is not you. You have to remember that the voices that come in your head, it's normal because you're a human, so you can't blame yourself.
Okay, so let me just talk about something really quickly. This video is definitely not sponsored by anyone, but I just want to let you guys know that this video was inspired by this book. It's called Do the Work by Steven Pressfield. It's a very quick read, but it's amazing how much information there is in this little book. And I love the author, so check it out if you can, and if you do end up getting it, do enjoy it.
The end. The end is such an important part because what's the point of starting something if you don't finish it, right? The end is also known as to ship, and it takes balls of steel to ship. Because we try to achieve perfectionism, but trying to be perfect can act as resistance that stops you. I've definitely experienced this throughout my YouTube journey. I remember at the start when I uploaded a few videos, every time before I uploaded, I remember being nervous, I remember being a tiny bit scared of what people might think, how people might react to my videos, because I didn't think they were good enough. But now after I've uploaded more and more, I've started gaining more confidence and I've started to open myself for judgment. And I now know that I don't have to be perfect every time I upload. I love this poem by Marianne Williamson. If you guys have watched Coach Carter, the movie, you guys might recognize this. But for the ones that haven't watched it, I recommend watching it. It's a pretty good movie. But anyway, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. It's such a beautiful poem. Overcoming resistance is greater than talent. Resistance is always going to be there. But once you finish something and you beat resistance, you remember that you've beaten it once and now you can beat it again. You gotta remember, every great story has resistance in it. Thank you guys for making it till the end. Don't forget to click like, and I love you all.